Hi there, welcome back to the very first class of third terminal syllabus of Bangladesh and Global Studies. Today we are going to start with chapter number 6, which is Culture of Bangladesh. And this is your Inzam sir with you. Hope you will enjoy the lesson. So let's get started. Well, after completing this chapter, we will be able to explain the concept of culture, explain the elements of Bangladeshi culture, then explain the form and features of Bangladeshi culture. We can explain the type of Bangladeshi culture, and last, analyze the effect of Bangladeshi culture on the personal and social life of Bangladesh. Retain and nurture own culture. Okay? Now then, what is culture? If you Google it, that means if you search what is culture on internet, you will find various answers, and the easiest will be culture means the way of life, and this way of life is obviously of people in a particular society, in a particular country, whatever you want to say. Now, from our textbook, we will learn that culture is actually the lifestyle of people. So what is lifestyle? The style, or means the way of life of the people, which I said earlier. Okay? Now, picture of human life is revealed through culture. All a man does and thinks to preserve his existence and to serve some purposes are his culture. Now, I am again repeating this. Culture is actually the lifestyle of people. Picture of human life is revealed through culture. All a man does and thinks to preserve his existence and to serve some purposes are his culture. I know some of you may find it difficult, so let's see an example. Man eats food to live. When this food is cooked following various recipe and served with nice decoration, it becomes man's culture. Now this is interesting because we eat so many foods but we don't know what is part of our culture. Now let me give you an example. When you are the resident of Puran Dhaka and your friend is from New Dhaka, there is a slight difference in choice of food. Like when he will be visiting Puran Dhaka, that means when he will meet you in Puran Dhaka, he will definitely want to have kachi, which is actually your daily food or you like that very much. And when you are trying to visit him, that means your friend, in Dhanmondi or in other place, you want to have, or it might be that you will want to have burger or pizza because you have kachi daily or regularly, so you want to taste something different, right? Now what I want to say is that in Puran Dhaka, kachi is a part of their culture when it is about food. Now you can obviously say that kachi is not only the culture of Puran Dhaka. There are so many foods. Well, like there is bakur khani with cha, that means bakur khani with tea. So this is actually the lifestyle of Puran Dhakaiya. This is the way of their life. This is how they want to have their food. Okay? Well, let's see a picture. What can you see here? Fish? Yes, right. But what is the name of this fish? Ilish, right? Now, we all know a proverb that is Mache Bhate Bangali, that is rice and fish is a part of our culture, and that is obviously in terms of food. Now, when we are talking about Ilish, Ilish is very popular among Bangladeshi people and the people from West Bengal, that means from Kolkata or the other region. Now, when we want to process this Ilish, that means we want to make it a recipe, there can be so many ways of cooking it. Like you can make it fry, you can make it into a curry, or you can make it সরষে ইলিশ, which is very popular among the Bangalis. Now, take a very close look here that English is all the same around the country and in the whole world, because it will look all the same in the whole world. But after processing it, that means when we are cooking it, it may not look the same. When it is cooked in my home, it will look different than when it will be cooked in your home. So I can make it a fish fry, you can make it a fish curry. So that's the point, because after processing it, it will be a part of culture. All right? Now you can see another picture. So this is obviously a hen or chicken, whatever you want to call it. Now, after cooking it, you might like it as a chicken masala or chicken fry with red sauce, or else you can have it as grilled chicken. So you can see chicken fry every now and then in KFC, BFC, FFC, CFC and elsewhere. But this was not a common scenario in Bangladesh before 20 to 30 years ago, because this is not from our culture, this is Western culture. So like this, culture actually changes too, and that's why food is also a part of our culture or part of any culture. Let's move into the next slide. Well, now, when man learned to write, first he wrote carving on stone or on bark or leaves of trees. I hope you all know this from the chapter number 5, Societies of Bangladesh, and when we read about the evolution of societies. And the very first society was hunting and food gathering society, and we also called it as Stone Age society. Okay, so at that time men didn't have anything to write on, so they used stone, and they also used bark or leaves of trees to write down or to take notes, whatever you say. Now then, when paper was invented, man began writing with feather sinking in ink. So this is obviously feather of birds. Now gradually man invented paper and started writing on paper. After that, man invented typewriter and started writing with it. Finally, man invented computer. Now many people of the world write with computer. The total of all these forms of writing invented by man is a part of culture. Well, you can see I haven't used any paper. Rather, I have used my computer to write this lecture. So you can see on your screen. So this is the culture, or this is the evolution of writing from stone leaves of trees to now we can write on our computer, and we don't need any paper. We can write as many pages as we want without any pen, without any ink, without anything but computer. Now here you can see on the left side there is a picture and there is no alphabet. Rather, we can see some photos or images of birds and other animals. So this is actually the picture of Stone Age society, when people used to write on stone, or they used to actually draw some images to communicate. Okay, now after that we can see a typewriter. Here the keyboard is all the same like today's keyboard, but you need a paper to see what you are writing. Okay, and moreover you can't save it. And on the right side we can see a laptop where a man is typing. This is the way the people nowadays write and save their documents. And obviously this is the age of information and technology. We email our writings, we email our documents. So this is fantastic, as we don't need any paper, but obviously we can print this on paper. All right, I hope you are now clear about the concept of culture. So that's all for today. I'm giving you a homework. Please submit this. And this is very tiny little homework. So please don't ignore. Okay? Inshallah, we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you everyone for your attention. I appreciate it.